Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Hartley. I'm the multimedia specialist for the City of Abilene Parks and Recreation Department, and I'm here to talk to you about personally one of my favorite parks here for the City of Abilene, and that's Everman Park. There's a lot of rich history here. There's so much activity that comes here through these parks. There's roughly over 20,000 visitors annually that come to visit the park, whether that's through the Calf Festival, downtown events, through parades, or even just the Christmas lights that started recently. And this park's located between Pine Street and Cypress Street on the north side of Abilene, on the south side of North First. And it's about roughly an acre in size, but there's just so much here to talk about. And to get started in discussing about this, we need to go all the way back to 1871. And in 1871, that's when the Texas and Pacific Railroad started, and that was the first railroad to span across West Texas. And as they were in the building process of this railroad, the businessmen of Texas and Pacific Railroad met up with ranchers in the local area to discuss where to have the railroad come through, and they discussed that it could be on the northern side of Taylor County. Actually, Everman Park is the location of one of the town plots here that was originally started Abilene. There were a few hundred town plots, and this is one of them. And there were over 300, and they were sold within 2 days, creating Abilene in 1881. Originally, this park was known as TP Lawn in reference to Texas and Pacific Railroad. And whenever the train would come through, the town would come and congregate with everyone, all the passengers. You'd see cowboys entertaining the passengers with their incredible horsemanship. And incredibly, in 1911, even Teddy Roosevelt came here to meet up with people here in Abilene. But a few decades later, after Abilene came to be in 1881, the Abilene City Commissioners came to agreement to name TP Lawn after an employee of the Texas and Pacific Railroad, and that was to honor John Wesley Everman. And John Wesley Everman, he was originally from Philadelphia, born in 1861, and he was only 16 years old when he went to South America to work for a mining company in Venezuela. But when he came back to the U.S., he worked for the Great Northern Railroad, and he transitioned to Texas and Pacific Railroad, and he worked as an assistant general manager for more than 20 years. Abilene City Commissioners chose to name this after John Wesley Everman, and it was dedicated March 26, 1914. And though there came a new name to this park, people didn't recognize it as Everman Park. They continued to call it TP Lawn, and the name Everman Park was forgotten by many of the residents here, but it was recognized by some newspapers as Everman Park. However, the name was rededicated back in the 1990s after many renovations were taken to Everman Park, and that's how the name stuck. And as time has gone on with Everman Park, many people have taken part in the beautification of this park, including crepe myrtles, cedar elms, oak trees, and a water fountain was added in 1994, our iconic water fountain here in downtown Abilene. And future sculptures were added too. Back in 1996, the Childhood's Great Adventure sculpture was added. Back in 2012 and 2013, 6 new Dr. Seuss sculptures were added, and this is including Cat in the Hat and Horton the Elephant from Horton Hears a Who. And in 2014, the Man in the Moon sculpture was unveiled to the public. And actually, both the Man in the Moon sculpture and the Childhood's Great Adventure were added to recognize the Childhood's author, William Joyce. This park has been given many awards and recognitions, such as in 1968, there was a historical marker dedicated to the Texas and Pacific Railway to recognize its role in development in the city here in Abilene. And then also in 2015, the state of Texas designates Abilene as the storybook capital of Texas, along with the many sculptures here in Everman Park from the storybook characters. And most recently in 2018, the Texas Recreation and Park Society awarded Everman Park the Lone Star Legacy Park Award for the rich history here in Everman Park. So Everman Park is definitely a park here in Abilene with much rich history, all the way back from the 1880s when Abilene was first founded to today, showing all these sculptures and bringing families together to explore and have fun. And if you haven't visited Everman Park, I highly recommend you do that.